What is going on, everybody? This is Giant Rider coming at you with something a little different here. So for the whole 3 or 4 of you that watch anything on this channel, I've only been doing MLB The Show content. However, I wanted to do an episode here to teach you a cheesy way to get your masteries done on AoE 4. So for those of you completionists like myself, you're wanting to do all these masteries. And just so you know, you can surrender at any point once you've completed the mastery, and it counts. So, I don't know, right here. Construct 4 resource drop-off buildings. Just construct those 4 once they're done, surrender, done, easy, fast. This one right here, though, looking at it at the surface level, you're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know how I could do this, right? Intermediate difficulty, you get a few early probing armies. At the end of the day, they build a decent economy, a decent military, they start building defenses. That's pretty easy to run through. The next level difficulty, you tend to get probed nonstop, so you got to balance that building up with the defensive force and an economy simultaneously. Definitely a little more macroing, a little more balancing between your economy and military, and making sure, absolutely nothing's sitting idle. And then on hardest difficulty, if you're like me, I'm by no means an expert. I play this game more for fun. I like playing with my friends, trying out different scenarios and stuff. But on this hardest difficulty, for me, it's impossible. I'm not good enough at quickly navigating around, using your FPs to toggle between idle economy buildings and whatnot. I don't have all that stuff down. I'm not good at it. I tend to lose track of where my guys are at on the map. So I can't do this. I could not do this a normal way. So I needed to find a way to cheese it, and guess what? I found a surefire, guaranteed way to cheese this and win every time in, I'd say, 20 minutes or less. Every time, and no problem. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, so here's the trick, okay? Go to multiplayer, custom, create a game. Really, this doesn't matter. Pick any team, okay? I've pretty much played against every team doing this strategy. I do not think it matters at all. Definitely make sure you assign the teams. It should put you on different teams, but I actually had one time, whenever I loaded into a match like this and I had auto-select, it put us on the same team. Why it would do that, I don't know. But alright, we're going to go to hardest difficulty right here. Now this is the key, okay? This is the absolute key right here. For your map, pick boring islands. Alright, I'll explain that here in a second. I would recommend doing it on Gigantic. That simply provides you more time before they can get to your island. Game setup. If you want it to take longer, if you like to grind, pick an earlier starting age. But right here, starting age 4, you can just start building a wonder right off the bat. I think the first time I did this on a lower difficulty, I turned landmarks and sacred off, and they actually started to build a wonder right away as well. And I didn't start building it right away, and they actually beat me to the wonder, and they got their wonder built first. So I would leave them all on, and I feel like the AI doesn't focus on the wonder initially. They spend more time and resources building their economy and their military, so it buys you more time to get that jump on the wonder first. Map state, we're cheesing this, right? So I do revealed. This is simply so that I know whenever they're crossing the ocean coming for me, and I know where they're going to land, so I can meet them there. Obviously, starting resource is high. That way you can get a jump on the wonder right off the bat. And again, I do starting age 4, just so that wonder is ready. Now, you can do this a number of different ways. I've done it a few different ways, and personally, I don't see a big difference. But how I like to do it, and I feel like it's the most efficient, because you still do need an economy, right? Because you do need to build a decent sized military force, because they are going to come on land. They're going to come with a sizable force, and you do need to be able to defend that. Right off the bat, I'm going to put 1 villager on building the wonder. I'm going to queue up as many villagers as I can in my first town center, and I'm going to have them all go to help build that wonder. I'm going to take 2 AI. Now, there's a number of different ways to approach this strategy. Personally, how I like to do it is right off the bat, you get 6 villagers, right? So one of my villagers, I'm going to start building the wonder immediately. I'm going to queue up as many villagers in the town center as I can, and I'm going to have them all go to help out with the wonder. My second villager is going to immediately start building a bunch of houses. I'll queue up like 3 or 4, and then move on, and I'll go back to him later and have him queue up the rest. I want to get that population up to 200 so that nothing is stalling out. I'm going to take 2 villagers and have them immediately start building a second town center. I'm going to have my 5th villager go ahead and build a mining operation. I'm going to then queue up all the second town center villagers whenever that town center gets created to go start mining. My 6th villager, I'm going to have him queue up probably 6 stables. Now, what you have them build will probably depend a bit on your civilization. So French, we all know they have strong cavalry. So I'm going to get them building 6 stables. The first stable, as soon as it gets built, I'm going to queue up all the research for my knights. And then, you know, as the other ones get built, I'm just going to start spamming building knights. After I get all that set up, my mine should be created. I'm going to then go have that villager create a mill so I can start researching all the food gathering upgrades. Because at the end of the day, to keep spamming out civilians, to keep spamming out knights, you need to start getting some food production ASAP. At the end of the day, you just kind of get into it, you get in a rhythm, and you'll make tweaks on the fly. The important thing is, keep villager production up until you probably get to about 60 villagers or so, and then just start spamming knights all day. So let's jump in it. I'll show you how easy this is. Oh, and I forgot my stables. That's my bad. Alright, so as you can see, I've got pretty decent production starting to go here. I want to get that up to around 2,000 a minute. I can probably actually stop on wood. So we'll have these guys queue up over here. That's going to be it for villagers. I believe I should have plenty to finish out what I'm trying to do here. Alright, so we are sitting really good. 1500 food per minute, over 1000 gold per minute. So one thing I do is I keep checking in here. Every time that gets to around 90 gold per 100 stone, I click it about 10 times or so. Don't need stone doing this method, so just sell that, keep my gold count up a little bit. As you can see, I'm already up to 78 knights. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't pushed me yet. Looks like they do have some warships going, but I don't see any troop transports. So, oh, okay, they do have a troop transport, but do they even have a military? Okay, okay, all right, and they're all pikemen. So, go ahead. We will go ahead and spend some stone here. And you know, I didn't even realize we only have 3 minutes left. I don't realistically think that we have anything to be worried about. And that's why you do it on large. I mean, even if they sent army right now, it's going to take them a minute just to get over to our shores. So, I'm not even doing anything more. We got this. They don't have a chance. Alright, well, that is how you do it. That was much easier than a few other attempts I've done. Usually, they send at least a probing army, anywhere from 15 to 25 soldiers, much earlier on. But you know what? Sometimes you get it like this, and that was about as easy as it can happen. Alright, so as you can see here, we completed it. French mastery. That's as easy as it is, guys. I mean, I'm sure at some point they're gonna fix this cheesing, but they haven't. So that's how we do it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and feel free to subscribe and check out some of my other content. Thanks for tuning in.